Hi everybody, welcome to Everyday Repairs. I'm John Harchick. Now when some people think of everyday repairs, they think of repairing and every day. And that's exactly what it is. Now some people think, I can just hire a contractor. But you know what? That's a waste of money. We're here to save you money, solve all your problems, and fix everything in your everyday repairs. Now we're going to start by going over a few simple rules and tools. That's right, rules and tools. Now rule number 1. Keep a hammer with you at all time. Some people think, that's a little ridiculous. Not all time. That's right, all time. Even when you're not doing repairs. Because rule number 2 is safety. And that's why you got the hammer. Some people wear hard hats. I carry a hammer. Something falls, I got it. I'm safer than those construction workers, that's for sure. So let's move on. Alright. One of the most important tools. You got your duct tape. This can solve almost any of your problems. Alright, duct tape. You always gotta keep a spare hammer. You got 2 hands, want to have 2 hammers. Alright. Got a saw. Do I even need to explain? Yeah, anything in here can be sawed. Why not saw it? Alright, you got other tools. You gotta keep your toolbox in your toolbox. When it comes to construction, there's lots of tools and they need to be constructed. Alright, now right here, when this thing is open, take a look at this. This is incredible. Basically, this thing is a big pair of scissors. Now, some people say, what do you need scissors for with home construction? Well, welding is a big part of construction, and you have to be very careful when you're welding. Some people say, what do you need scissors for when you're welding? What does that have to do with it? Well, you're looking down, you got the long hair sometimes. It's getting in the welding. If you don't want that burnt, so what you do, you just cut it off. You gotta have these in your toolbox. The extra large scissors. You got the screwdriver. Turn it left, you turn it right. Yeah. Have lots of those. You have the tape measure. It's about 6 inches, about 12. Keep that in mind. Alright, this is very important. You gotta have the third hammer. The third hammer is one of the most important of all. Alright, so you got this broken wire. You gotta have broken wire in your toolbox. Very important, the light switch. Always have the light switch in the toolbox. You want to check for power, hook up some cables, turn it on, see if it works. Got the file, you want to file that stuff? Monkey wrench, mini monkey wrench. Get some monkeys coming after you, you wrench them. That's right. All these other tools. You have to keep as many tools in the toolbox as you can. When it opens up, you want things to pop out. That's rule number 7. We'll get to that later. Alright, so we're here in the home of Linda and Eric Weston. Clearly, it's a piece of crap. That's why we're here. We're going to repair it. Now, over there we got some mold and some fungus going down from the ceiling. Let's take a look at it. Alright, so take a look at the ceiling. Clearly this Eric Weston guy is a jackass, because this is not safe. He has a hole in the ceiling. It's coming down, and it's ruining this tile. You got this mold, fungus, and mildew all in one. Look at this. Hit it with a hammer. It's popping up. Ceilings are not supposed to do that. And clearly it's a safety hazard. This thing could come down at any time. Quite frankly, that's disgusting. So what we're going to be doing today is covering up that fungus there with some paint. Because toxins are going to be falling down from there, and frankly that's not safe. Eric Weston wants to have a family, they're not going to have one. So we're going to cover it up. Now paint, what you got to do is you got to keep in mind, you're going to be doing several layers. Now we're only going to have time for one layer today, but let's get started. Ooh. Rule number 1, keep the hammer in your hand at all time. So what you gotta do is just open it up. All right, go around. Count it clockwise. That's the safest way. Count it clockwise always. Unless you're putting it back on, then go clockwise. All right, this paint's a little dried up. This paint's a little dried up. It's a little too dry for my taste. Now, some contractors would say, just waste your money. Go buy a paint stir. Stir up your paint. That's a little unpractical. God gave us 2 legs. Why don't we use them? Basically, put this paintbrush aside. Roll up your pants. Use your feet. Stir up that paint. There you go. The paint's nice and steady. Let's get started. Let's do some painting. All right, we got the paint, we got the brush. Let's get started. Okay, just wipe it on. Keep on going back and forth. It's gonna take a lot longer than you want, that's for sure. But it'll get the job done. And keep in mind, you gotta keep that hammer in your hand at all time. If something falls, catch it with the hammer. The hammer is key. And look at that. Only a few seconds, and that mold is already gone. Nice and even. And if you want to have some splotches, go ahead. It's your house, do what you want. Not in our case, it's not our house, but we'll do some splotches anyway. Splotch it on, splotch it, splotch it, splotch it, splotch it. And Eric will like those splotches, jackass. Alright, we're just about finished with the ceiling, but after further investigation, we realized that this Eric guy is really a big jackass. Take a look at this this floor he's got. This floor he's got installed here. Just it's falling through. This whole floor is falling apart. He got the mold up there. It's contaminated the whole floor. And this is a big job. We think it's gonna take a little longer than we expected. So we brought in some extra paint. So let's go ahead and get started. Now the secret of painting a floor is you gotta just pull it on there and let gravity do its own work. Now, it's gonna take about, I'd say about 75 coats to cover up this hole. But you just weave it on there, and eventually the layers build up, and the hole just fixes itself. So mix it in there. All right. And there you go. It's already fixing itself. Well, that's about it. This episode of Everyday Repairs. We solved this problem with the toxins, but tune in next episode. We're going to spray for pesticides, killing those bugs with the next episode. All right, thank you for joining us.